Some serious news we continue to follow. SEPTA passengers ducking for cover as a man shoots at the bus. Just one of the many violent recent crimes. Steve is live in Center City, where you've been following this on an ongoing basis. Say good morning, Steve.
Look, we had 500 homicides to begin Philadelphia's Thanksgiving holiday weekend, and now just updated 506 homicides after the holiday weekend ended.
This is the biggest story that no one's talking about, and I keep saying it like, could you imagine if the roles were reversed? If there was a town full of gliders where this was happening, there's no town. Every time we go to the gun memorial, regardless of the demographics, I don't care if it's 6% Sun people like Portland or Seattle, 10, 15% like Providence or Des Moines, or 80% like Miami Gardens or East St. Louis or Detroit. It does not matter the demographic. Anywhere we go to the gun memorial, it's majority Sun people. And the few glacier gliders on there were killed by Sun people. In the face of gun violence in this country is a glacier glider Boy Scout with the clearest, most undeniable case of self-defense that has ever happened in the history of the world. Caught on tape. And he's the face of gun violence in America. And we talking about somebody being oppressed, the media against somebody getting stereotyped. Are you serious?
Just updated 506 homicides after the holiday weekend ended. And SEPTA police tell us when you see somebody committing gun violence, you want to be able to get that out to the public as soon as possible, to catch that person and to prevent that person and that gun from shooting again. So the question this morning is, why wasn't this video we're going to show you put out to the public before we're putting it out to the public? But first, unbelievably, just hours before another public hearing at City Council at 1 o'clock this afternoon, look at these still pictures from another video of another Allied security guard contracted by SEPTA, allegedly to protect the public, once again attacking the public. This man was put in handcuffs by SEPTA police because they had just watched the video of him taking off his Allied security uniform at the Somerset station, going down one side of the platform to get up to the other side where the train was going in the other direction to follow a man he had just had an argument with, and then beats the man so viciously the man had to be rushed to Episcopal Hospital for bleeding and swelling to his face and his head. This man, although in handcuffs, was then let out of handcuffs and turned over to Allied supervisors and was just, quote, sent home. Not charged, not arrested, not handed over to Philadelphia police, not, as we know, at least as far as we know, notifying the district attorney's office of what happened or providing them the video of this attack. This is the third Allied guard since the summer to attack a SEPTA rider captured on video. And again, this story not put out by SEPTA, but having to be put out by us, again, as the previous cases were. And now a shooting from a man who was on a SEPTA bus trying to kill another man on the SEPTA bus, despite other people on that same SEPTA bus just 5 weeks ago.
This is not what you ever want to see while seated on a SEPTA bus and staring out the window, or if you're driving a bus. But this is exactly the sight, and then the sound of gunfire heard by the driver and passengers as they dove and he drove away as fast as a bus could go from zero to safety. It was just...
Think about this, man. Just think about the mindset. You're trying to kill somebody on a bus that's speeding by at a high rate of speed. and you just shoot up the bus, and you know there are other people on there. Where's the switch that says, this could happen, that could happen, I could hit somebody? Like, forget that you're trying to kill. It's obviously he's resigned to killing somebody. Okay, so there's no turning back from that. But the odds of even hitting the guy that you're looking to hit are so remote. It's kind of like how you hear people say, "Who you taking to win the championship, Tom Brady or the field?" And you bet you bet for Tom Brady to win or some other team, one of the other 31 teams. So you basically can win anytime Tom Brady's eliminated from the playoffs. Let's just say they lose in the first round, the second round, whatever. You automatically win the bet because somebody other than Tom Brady is going to win the Super Bowl. This is a similar situation. The odds of hitting somebody else that's on that bus far outweigh the odds of you actually hitting the person that you're shooting by at. Even if the bus was standing still. But then the bus is going 30, 40 miles per hour down the street. And you're just shooting into it, allegedly trying to hit one person. And y'all don't think we need a new crime bill? Not yet.
This is not what you ever want to see while seated on a SEPTA bus and staring out the window, or if you're driving a bus. But this is exactly the sight, and then the sound of gunfire heard by the driver and passengers as they dove and he drove away as fast as the bus could go from zero to safety. It was just past 10 p.m. on October 26th. The Route 113 bus in Chester. You see a shooter standing next to the bus driver, likely waiting for another guy on the bus to get off by the rear door. And when he doesn't, the guy gets off the front door of the bus, pulls out a gun, and starts shooting at him while he's still on the bus, despite all the other passengers sitting close by. Watch as the SEPTA bus passengers run, dive, duck, then crawl for cover as the bus driver floors it to get them all away from the shooting fast. From different cameras on the bus, you see the passengers lie face down in all directions. And notice by looking out the window that the bus is moving fast.
So SEPTA patched up the bullet holes on this bus in the weeks after that, if we can show those pictures. And what we not be able to do is patch up the lack of confidence that SEPTA police rank and file have in SEPTA management. They wonder, why wasn't this video put out, or at least still pictures put out of this shooter to help the public identify him and help police catch him? And in fact, the police investigating this case had to wait several days and a couple of weeks to get the video from SEPTA as well. So more questions from SEPTA, for SEPTA, as we head into a public hearing by David O today, who called this hearing before those Asian students at Central High School were so viciously attacked in a racially motivated, vicious crime. That was before that. So based on all our other previous reporting, David O called for this public hearing that he's going to have today. Now with two more incidents that we're reporting this morning and the attack on the Asian students, and they question what's going on at SEPTA. Maybe we'll see if we get any answers in this hearing.